Good morning. Arthur Offaly speaking on behalf of the Arthur Offaly Foundation now. Once again, that corrupt British government and their chums in that corrupt paramilitary group calling themselves a police force, the RUC, PSNI, have shown a total disrespect for my poor unarmed father, Arthur Joseph Offaly, by allowing that piece of Sinn Féin area scum, Scappaticci, aka State Knight, complete freedom to walk the streets of Belfast. But of course, they have to protect their jewel in the crown, and former Scappaticci, who was employed by them to murder innocent victims in the north of Ireland. I find it hard to sit back and allow this to happen. What in the name of God are those nationalist people and the decent people in the north of Ireland sitting back and allowing this to happen? Now, I have called for protesters on behalf of our innocent victims who have been murdered by this corrupt British government. The response has been good. Up to now, I have received over 15,000 names of people who have agreed to come out and to protest in the streets for justice. The Arthur Offaly Foundation has for the past 45 years been looking for justice for my brutally murdered father, unarmed father, Arthur Joseph Offaly. And now, those who murdered my father, the corrupt British government and their muppets from the RUC PSNI, pick up and escort that moss British agent and police informer Scappaticci and chauffeur him about Belfast as if he was someone special, rubbing the noses of those poor relatives of the families whose members have been murdered by that mass murderer. Surely now it is time for all members of those murdered by the British agent to stand up and demand justice, take to the streets and protest to get rid of all British justice here in the north of Ireland, such as corrupt RUC PSNI, the corrupt courts, the corrupt Stormont and all our MLAs, corrupt courts and our British judges, corrupt legal system here, lawyers and solicitors, the corrupt Human Rights Office, the corrupt PPS Office, the Equality Commission and all government agencies whose job here is to carry out British justice against Irish people. Now, I am sick, sore and tired of listening to that DUP, UUP, PUP and other loyalist groups calling them for direct rule here in the north of Ireland. This is Ireland, always was and always will be. So, if you loyalist people love that corrupt queen so much, why don't you pack your bags, get your orange lodges, your RUC, PSNI, your corrupt courts, your corrupt legal system, your corrupt British health authorities, your corrupt politicians, and make a new life for yourselves in a country that you love, Britain. Because we, the Irish people here, are sick, sore and tired of listening to your ranting and raving of we want, we want, we want. We, the Irish people, have been treated as second-class citizens for long enough. We were sold out in the 1920s by a Republican devil era, and again by Sinn Féin IRA, who promised us a united Ireland, costing 3,600 odd lives of innocent men, women and children murdered in an unjust war. And when the corrupt British government and their RUC muppets had enough and waved their checkbooks to Sinn Féin IRA couldn't get into Stormont quick enough to serve that corrupt British Queen and get paid by the corrupt British government, and left the Irish people of the north of Ireland on their own to become second-class citizens again under British rule here in the north of Ireland. I think it is now time for the decent people and the nationalist people here to stand up and be counted for justice, and to stand up for justice for our children and grandchildren. We cannot stand by and allow our children to be treated here like second-class citizens, like we were for the past over 100 years. Our children do not deserve it. They depend on you, their parents, to show them the way. Now, I will be asking the Dublin government to support our stance against this corrupt British government and their corrupt police forces here, their corrupt courts and their corrupt system. It should be wiped out of Northern Ireland once and for all. Anyone who would like a tape of this story or any one of my stories can call me on my mobile 07715921137. Leave your name and address and I will send you a tip free. Thank you. Anyone who has a story to tell and wishes me to air it can call me on my mobile 07715921137, or I can send a reporter out to get your story. And remember, I will tell your story as you tell me. Nothing will be cut out. Now watch more of my stories on YouTube, arthuroffaly.com, YouTube Arthur Offaly, YouTube Jack Spot 2012. That's a tip of the brutal murder of my father by a 5-man gang of Sinn Féin IRA led by Freddie Scappaticci, aka Stick-Knife, on the orders of the British government, the RUC, PSNI and the Special Branch. Now that Sinn Féin IRA scum Scappaticci carried out their orders on their command. My email is arthuroffaly1@gmail.com. Thank you for watching ASNI TV and good morning, and I will see you soon. And remember, our children deserve to be treated right, not like second-class citizens like we were. Good morning.